Well, good morning to you. Well, today our scripture is found in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 6 through 7. And they go like this. And these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. You see, children are extremely special. They're very formidable when they're young. And so in place of waiting and letting them just hear stuff in Sunday school or what the neighbor kids have to say, we need to teach our children and be extremely diligent about what they hear, because what they hear comes out their mouth. It certainly does. The old adage is, do as I say, not as I do. So parents, I'm talking to you this morning. You see, those little ears and those little mouths and that little mind generally tries to mimic dad and mom. And so don't do like many. And for instance, tell your child, now you stay away from alcohol. That's bad for you. And in the next breath, you're opening the fridge and pulling out a beer. What a witness is that? Or don't you use the Lord's name in vain. And the next thing you know, you're driving down the street, someone pulls out of you, and blah, 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 blah. You see, if you're wondering why your children act the way they do, is because they do mimic mom and dad. So we have to be on our guard continually, because they're following in your footsteps, whether you believe it or not. They may not act like it when you're around, but when they're out of your sight, they are mimicking what mom and dad does and what they say. So we have to be careful as parents of all the things that we do and say. Don't be two-faced about it. Don't be all holy and righteous and in front of your children. And as soon as they're out of sight, you just fly apart and you become a part of the world. You see, as a child of God, we have been set apart. And we need our children to be set apart. And that's the way to do it. We raise them up correctly. And we act correctly ourselves. 24/7. Anytime that you let your guard down, trust me, your child will know about it. Probably before you recognize it. So we have to be extremely careful. So watch what you do. Let's raise up our children in a godly manner. Love them. Pray with them. Read the word to them. Instead of telling them about Goldilocks and the Three Bears, read them a Bible story. It'll pay dividends later. I hope you got something out of it. May God richly bless you. I love you, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.